everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are back to do a debt update. We are actually working with 2 weeks. We're working with this week, which is the second week of July. We're also jumping ahead. I've already locked in my budget for the third week of July as well. So we are kind of working a little bit ahead of schedule. This is a debt update for basically 2 weeks, but I will be back next week on the third week of July because I may be making an additional change to this, but I'm not going to speak about that right now because I haven't made up my decision yet whether I'm going to do it or not, but we shall see. So last time in the first week of July, we were down to $10,825.70 in debt, y'all, like still. But we made it underneath the 11,000 mark, and that was huge for us. So let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about a little bit of a hiccup I've got going on, and I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I have more money in my debt envelope than what I've put down here. So somehow I miscalculated, or I accidentally have more money than I should, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. Our debt consolidation loan is down to $4,900 before this video. I did go ahead and decide to make an extra $25 payment, which was the first week of July. With that being said, that's probably where part of the actual extra money came in because I'm counting $475, and I probably forgot to take the $25 out of that. That would be me. But with that being said, our debt is for the consolidation loan. I still have a year to go. I've made 3 additional payments. I want to say it was 3. Oh God, that sounds really bad that I don't even remember. But anyways, I made some additional payments before it was completely locked in, but it was the exact same amount of $475. Bottom line is, from this month all the way to July of 2024, I should be paying $475 a month, and the consolidation loan will be done and over. I don't want to pay that amount for that long, so I am using the Snowball method. I paid off my Affirm account in rapid speed last month, a lot more than I thought I was going to, ahead of schedule. Always a good positive thing for us. And with that being said, I'm taking that $300 that I was making on my Affirm payment and I'm pushing it into my consolidation loan payment. So here's what's going on. A Snowball method is when you actually take payments, and once that is paid off, like my Affirm account, for example, I paid that off. I'm taking that $300 I would normally put towards Affirm, but now that I don't owe Affirm, I'm taking that additional $300 and I'm throwing it into my consolidation loan, and I'm hyper focused on this one. So I am taking the $475 payment that I make every single month. I'm adding an additional $300. So now I'm making a $775 payment a month for my consolidation loan, which is going to help me pay off this even faster. And anytime I can during the end of every single week, I am pulling as much money as I can to make additional payments. So that's pretty much what the Snowball method is. You take payments from other things that you've paid off and you roll that into the next payment that you need to make for the next item, and you just increase it plus pay what you are already paying on that particular account. So with that being said, it was $4,900 after the 25 went through. A $505 payment is going to be made on the 21st of July. The reason I have the payment so far out is because it doesn't matter when I pay it. There is no interest rates and things of that nature. I'm on a flat rate fee. So it doesn't matter if I pay it in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, the end of the month, whatever. It's still going to be the same amount going down. Now, between the 525 and the 505, that's $530. For some reason, I have $575 in my debt envelope. That's a good thing because I'm not noticing that I'm missing money from somewhere else or that I overstuffed that envelope. So I'm going to stay with it. I'll give you an update next week. If I can't find out where that extra little bit of money goes, if it went somewhere else, then I will definitely add that on. And I will give you another debt update next week so you know what I did or did not decide to do on top of everything else. So after that payment's being made, I will owe $4,395. I plan to work this down as super hard and fast as I can, because once that's taken care of, that $475 payment plus the additional $300 payment, making $775, and anything else I can pull out can literally just blow through these other items, and I'll be debt free hopefully before January 1st of 2024. that is what I'm looking at doing in the full bit. So that's where we stand on my consolidation loan. My Verizon is really tripping me up a little bit. I need a little bit of understanding on this. So if you guys wouldn't mind chiming in and giving me some suggestions on this, it's standing at $1,255.70. Now, here's the situation. Danya's phone is on a coupon, which means when I purchased it for her last April on her 13th birthday, now she's just turned 14, so it's been a little over a year, I only have to pay for half of what the phone actually is costing to purchase, the device purchase cost. It was half off. It was $25 a month for a god-awful amount of time, and they gave me a coupon to pay $12.50 per month, and then Verizon kicks in the other $12.50 per month, giving the $25. If I go ahead and pay it off, then I'm paying off the rest of the coupon, and I'm not getting any benefit off of Verizon paying it off for half of it, and me paying half the device. This is in Galaxy, I don't know, it's a Samsung Galaxy FE, I think it's 21 or 22. It's a 256 gigabyte phone. It's a great phone. She loves it. She is the only Android user in the house. Well, my husband's one, but he's gonna get an iPhone because I don't like Androids. So that's with that being said. And then Jessica, I believe Jessica may have a little bit of a coupon too. I'm only paying $15 a month for her iPad. Neither one of those have any interest added to it. I'm wondering if I should just move Verizon a little bit further down after I pay off my iPhone. My iPhone was an upgrade, so there was no coupons. There was nothing else. I have to pay that in full. I'm thinking about just going ahead and paying mine off completely, letting Danya's and Jessica ride the wave. I think Jessica has got a few years left on her iPad. I hate to say that, but I think Danya is coming up on a year and a half, possibly, of her phone still being paid on. But y'all, $12.50 for Danya's iPad, or no, Danya's phone, I'm sorry, and $15 for Jesse's iPad is not going to make or break a budget for me. Philip's iPhone has fallen off because I paid the $133 and some change for his phone, so he owes his clear and free, which means next month when you see my Verizon bill, it'll be $180 instead of $200 because I don't have to pay that extra $20. So give me some feedback on what you think I should do with Jesse and Danya's devices. My device, yes, I still got to pay it off. So I will work to get that paid off. Once the consolidation loan is paid off, Verizon, my phone may be paid off before the consolidation loan is finished at this rate. But with that being said, that's where we stand on Verizon. My family loan is still at $1,760. I pay $100 a month for that. Not a problem. My individual that I'm paying it to has zero problems with me paying it in the manner in which I'm paying it. So that is that for that one. Let's talk about the next two because I do have one falling off, and I talked to you guys about that just recently. My self-credit builder, I am in a second rotation for this program. I have completed a 1-year program at $150. That's their top tier of self-credit building. They have a $25, a $35, a $45, and a $150 tier. I chose the top because it was over a 1-year program versus the bottom 3 are over a 2-year span, and I did not want that. So with that being said, I jumped into another program with Self Credit Builder. Super excited. Just to mention, if you are in the Self Credit Builder program, when you complete it, they will be giving you most likely a chance to go ahead and jump back into it yet again, and the Self Credit Builder card that you already currently have, because they do offer it after you make so many payments, and then every so often periodically they will give you a chance to increase your limit and put that money from the savings that you have with Self, and they'll add it on to your Self Credit Builder card. So do remember that that card is it's not a prepaid card, but it kind of is, because you're putting the money into the account that you cannot touch until they give you the option to increase your limit on your self-builder card, and then you can use it and pay it, and things of that nature. That's what I'm doing. They gave me another increase, but currently right now, since I'm in a 2-year program with Self, again at $150, I was at a 1-year program. I completed that. They offered the 2-year program at still $150. I jumped in that. I've been in that for several months now. My balance is down to $3,000. Now, if I pay that off too fast, it's not going to report the proper credit history that I am currently building with them. I've already built a 1-year history. Now, when I complete this program, it'll be a 3-year history. So I'm not thinking I'm going to be paying that off ASAP. So should I or should I not pull that from debt? Because yes, it's a debt. I do owe it because I'm in contract with them. But as I'm using it, they're making waves to put it every single month. They've given me a chance to increase my credit limit basically on my card. My self credit card had a limit before of $1,975. I now have a credit limit of $2,075. So they gave me another extra $100 increase. Should I pull that off my debts or should I leave it on? That's the question, because it's only $150 per month that I make religiously every single month. So chime in on that as well. Let me know what you think. I really don't want to pay it off because I really want to show the credit history strong as can be. And paying it off, I mean, they would throw all that money on my card, but then I just go into the point of, why did I do this again if I'm not going to show the credit reporting history? So I'm really honestly thinking about pulling that from my debts. It's a debt, but it's not a debt at the same time. I don't know. Give me your feedback on that if you wouldn't mind. The last that we're talking about is the e-bike. I went ahead and spoke with my ex-husband. In fact, like I told you all before he called me, I was getting ready to call him. He says, why are we bouncing money back and forth if I got to still pay in a little bit for Jesse and Philip's clothing? He's already taken care of the money that Danya needed. And then I take care of a huger portion than he does of that. And I am absolutely fine with that. He said, how about this? How about I pay for the rest of the bike? And I was like, I was getting ready to call you and talk to you about that. He goes, and then the extra $100 that I need to pay for Jesse and Philip between the two of them, he just said, let's go ahead and just cut it even. And I said, I'm fine with that because in my sinking funds, I still have enough money to get the Philip and Jesse what they need. In fact, Philip is actually fully taken care of. I'm still working on Danya. Her clothing is absolutely just, it's expensive, y'all. Let's just not even go there right now. Danya's costing me a lot of money. She's costing me an arm and a leg, but I still need to get Jessie some things. She does have some panties coming in that I got on Amazon Prime Day because I got $3 off. I'm super excited. She's already got new socks, so she's getting new panties. She's been gifted 6 new dresses, so she's got those. And then I just need to buy her a couple of shorts and some more t-shirts, and then she will be set and done. And I already have all of that in my sinking funds for spring and summer still. Anything from spring and summer will roll over probably to fall and winter, and I'll just kind of mass produce what I need to for that. So with that being said, whew, that's a lot, y'all. The e-bike is gone. I don't owe that $175 anymore. It's gone and out the door, and I already have what I need to in the sinking funds for clothing, so I don't have to pull that from my monthly income at this rate. So I'm good there too. Our new debt total is $10,410.70. Do remember that I still have a little bit of money for the consolidation loan. I don't know where the extra money is coming in. Not quite sure. It's an extra $45. It's coming from somewhere, but it's there. So I may be making that additional payment too next week, and I may be looking into something. I'm not quite sure I'm going to do it. I'm kind of on the verge of doing it. All right, y'all, let's just let you in. I have 2 months saved of any kind of expenses for the house. Y'all know I have 2 months out of my 12 months that I was working on, and I stopped that when I started to work on this debt payback. I have $3,300 for month number 1, $3,300 for month number 2, and I'm really not wanting to touch that. But if I were to use part of I use all of month number 2 and pull that back into debt instead of second month ahead for all my things I would need, plus pull a little bit from the very first month, y'all, or vice versa, pull it all from month number 1 and a little bit in month number 2, I could wipe out my $475 payment for my consolidation loan. But I'm really not wanting to pull anything from anywhere. I just kind of want to pull this from a weekly basis, as I'm doing right now. We are doing good. We got plenty of food in the house. The kids are very comfortable. Philip has been gifted a new, but aka used in new condition, Xbox. His Xbox is starting to go out. He was gifted new but used in condition one. It is the same one. It's an Xbox X1 1 terabyte. That is coming in. And also, just out of the blue, Danya was gifted the same thing, an Xbox One X terabyte. No, I did not pay for either one. So now Danya has an Xbox in the making, which y'all know that means that's an extra charge every month for Game Pass Ultimate and things of that nature. That's only $16 a month. I'm not, or $15 a month. I'm not worried about that. But my kids are very comfortable. They have the food that they like and love. My kids are foodies. My kids love food. they're 3 little skinny children. I don't know how they're so thin when they eat so much, but you know, they love their food, and they have all their streaming apps that they love, their gaming apps and all of that. So pulling money every single week is not really hurting us. I won't allow that to affect my children, since this is my debt, not their debt. So I make sure my kids are well taken care of. They have the foods and drinks that they love. They have the streaming apps and all that they love. They're very comfortable in the house. So I really don't want to pull that from my emergency months ahead of. I was working on emergency months ahead of 1 through 12 months, and I will get back to that once this debt's paid off. I'm not really worried about it because I already have 2 months ahead, which I have $6,600 in that account already, but I don't want to touch it. So give me your feedback on that. Again, our debt went from $10,825.70 down to $10,425. Was that right? No, $10,410.70. So y'all, we're making huge progress. Give me your feedback on everything, because I'm just kind of like, I'm on the ledge and I don't want to jump and do that. And I'm kind of like, it would be nice to do that because I can pay all these other debts off faster. But I'm really comfortable in what we're doing right now. So anyways, that's my rant for the day. That's my debt update for the week. There'll be a little bit more of an update next week for July 3rd week. And then July 4th week, just know that my grocery bill will be a little heavier because my groceries will be from July 22nd through August 3rd. So that's more than a week. So I may be a little bit more heavier in the grocery department next week, since I'm not doing any groceries this week. And with that being said, then that will accumulate to how much less I will be putting into debt. I'll still be putting more towards debt, but it won't be as much as it was this week coming up, which is July 3rd week. And y'all, I'm working a week ahead, so just understand, you're like, hey, we're not even in the 3rd week of July. But to me, I'm already past July, and I'm already looking into July 4th week, and I'm already working on the budget for that so I can jump into August. So yeah, I'm working ahead of time. So questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, throw it at me in the box down below. We'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits is out.